Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Boy, I have been gone for a quick minute. 2017 was filled with weddings, babies, family gatherings, friend gatherings. I mean, I feel like I was busy constantly. I started seeing a grief therapist in 2017, so that eats up a lot of my time. I'm still caring for family members, which definitely does that. And plus, you know, just living my life takes up a lot of time. So thank you guys for bearing with me for, you know, waiting around for my next video. I was thinking about what I should do for my newest video, and my favorite products of 2017 just seemed like a no-brainer. I really, looking here at everything that I've got laid out on my table, I have so many skincare products that I want to talk to you guys about. So if you would like to see what my favorite products of 2017 were, then just keep on watching. I want to first start off with skincare, and the first product that I'm going to mention is the Korres Greek Yogurt Foaming Cream Cleanser. This has definitely become my holy grail face wash. I love it. It's gentle yet cleansing. I really feel like it does a good job of cleansing my skin, but it doesn't dry me out. I don't feel like I can like my hands across my face when I'm done washing, and I really don't feel like it pulls any of my oils, my natural oils that I want to keep on my skin, but it does a really good job with my Clarisonic of cleaning my skin really well and helping it to feel moisturized and not super parched afterwards. The next two products that I want to talk to you about are from the same brand, and they're from Nip and Fab. I want to talk to you about their Glycolic line. I have been loving the Glycolic scrub from Nip and Fab. You can find this at Ulta. I think you can even find it at CVS, maybe even at Target. I'm not positive. And I also picked up the Glycolic Fix cleansing pads, and these are absolutely wonderful as well. The main thing that drew me to the Glycolic line is that I deal with a lot of texture, large pores, you know, acne scarring and stuff like that from when I had real bad acne in high school. And I've decided that, you know, since I'm 27 now, I turned 27 in 2017, that I need to take better care of my skin. If I am so into beauty and makeup, then I might as well be into skincare as well. And especially 30 is knocking on my door here real quick. And so I did a lot of research, and I was reading about the benefits of the Glycolic line. And what I will say, I mean, it's an exfoliant, so it's definitely going to pull the dead skin cells off your skin, but I feel like it's gentle enough to not irritate my somewhat sensitive skin. But after I use it, and I usually alternate, I'll use the Glycolic scrub one day, 2 days later, or, you know, not the next day, but the following day, I use the Glycolic pads. I just kind of try and switch it up so my skin doesn't get used to exactly what I'm doing. And after you use these products, you really feel like your pores are more refined. I feel like a lot of my texture is gone, especially if I wash my face with the Glycolic scrub. The next morning, you know, after I moisturize and everything like that, my skin just looks radiant. It feels a lot healthier. My pores are less noticeable. My texture is gone. I just really cannot say enough about this Glycolic line, and if you've been on the fence about trying it, I highly recommend you try the Nip and Fab, because you can usually find them at Ulta, buy one, get one half off. So, and that's exactly when I got these products. And that is a great way to try something new if you've kind of been on the fence about it. But I cannot say enough about what it has done for my skin in the long run. The next product that I want to talk to you about is from Sun & Park, and it's their Beauty Water. I picked this up at Sephora after I was running out of the toner that I used for years and years and years. I used to use the Neutrogena alcohol-free toner, and I've been using toners since I was in high school. I used to deal with acne real bad, and I always just wanted an extra step to cleanse my skin. And I really feel like toning helps refine your pores. It helps cleanse your skin for the makeup application. I am just a huge fan of it, and I have been for years. So I read a lot of really good things about the Sun & Park Beauty Water. It's a little bit more of an exfoliant, so it really pulls off the dead skin cells. I absolutely love it. It's got a really gentle, nice kind of clean scent, and it's a Korean beauty product. And you know, I mean, Koreans, they are so serious about their skincare. And so I, being a toner lover that I am, I picked this up, and I absolutely love it. It comes in a pretty good size bottle. I'm trying to see exactly how. This is 340 milliliters, and so it's quite a bit. You definitely get a really large bottle if you can see the comparison here. And I've had it for, gosh, I'm trying to think. I think I bought this back in late summer, maybe early summer, and I use it religiously, and I absolutely love it. And as you can see, I still have quite a bit of product left over, so you don't run out of it very often. I use it Generally once a day, sometimes twice a day, but you know, with these glycolic pads that I had been using, I kind of just switch everything out. I try and switch up my skincare so my skin doesn't get completely used to what I'm doing to it. I've been on the hunt and in the market for a new toner. I highly recommend you check out the Sun & Park Beauty Water. It's a great toning step. It really just gives your skin that extra cleanliness that we're all looking for. Another favorite product of 2017 is the Belief the True Cream Aqua Bomb. Now, I mentioned this product back in spring when I got it during the Sephora VIB sale, and I deal with oily skin. I live in the desert, so my skin definitely, I deal with dryness during the winter, just parched skin, I would suppose what you want to call it. But I need something that moisturizes my skin really well because, like I said, I live in the desert, I experience that dry heat in the summer, but I don't need something that's going to add too much oil or too much, you know, I don't need a cream moisturizer because it's just going to clog my pores and it's going to add too much oil to my skin. This Aqua Bomb is hands down my holy grail moisturizer. It is light enough to wear in the summer but still moisturizes my skin. It's moisturizing enough for me to wear it in the winter and not deal with all of the, you know, parched patches that I generally deal with. It hasn't clogged my pores. I don't see any more breakouts or anything like that, and it is so refreshing. My skin feels so good after I put it on. It's a great step to prep your skin before you put makeup on. I cannot say enough great things about the Belief Aqua Bomb. It is so wonderful. I had tried a drugstore kind of gel moisturizer and I just hated it. My skin broke out. It didn't work well for me. So I was a little hesitant to spend the money on the Belief Aqua Bomb, so I bought the smaller size. Absolutely loved it. I mean, I used it up so quickly because anytime my skin feels dry, even if I'm just, you know, not rocking any makeup, rocking the bare face, this Aqua Bomb I cannot say enough good things about it. If you've been on the fence about it, girl, get out there, get the smaller sample, or go to Sephora, get a sample, or go in and buy the travel size. It is absolutely wonderful. You will not regret it. If you have oily skin, normal skin, if you have the dry skin, I would recommend checking out their Moisture Bomb. I think that would probably be a little bit more up your alley. But if you deal with oily skin like I do, but you still want to make sure that your skin is hydrated and looking nice, definitely get your hands on the Belief Aqua Bomb. You will not regret it. And just recently, they actually released a jumbo size. Girl, you know that I'm gonna need to get over there to Sephora and get my hands on the jumbo size. I believe it's 100 milliliters as opposed to 50. And I mean, it's got a pretty heavy price tag, but you figure for your skin's sake, you can't put a price on having beautiful skin. The next product that I want to mention to you is also from Belief, and it is their First Aid Overnight Brightening Mask. I use it in the evening as the very last step in my skincare. You know, sometimes my skin feels really dull. I have age spots, you know, dark spots, all that fun stuff. And so I think we can all definitely use a little brightening every once in a while. So I use the Belief Overnight Brightening Mask, and they say that I think you're supposed to use it every 3 days, every couple days. And so I just use it when I feel like my skin is looking a little bit dull. I need a little extra moisturizer in the evening. And so you just put this on like your normal moisturizer. It's got these little beads in it. I'm going to try and show you. It's got these little beads in it. And so I'm going to assume that's where the brightening agent is, but it absorbs so well into my skin. It doesn't stain my eye mask or anything like that I use. I really feel like it moisturizes real well. My skin looks really plump. My skin definitely looks brighter the next day. And especially with continued use, you will definitely notice the difference. It's not a gel form, but I really don't feel like it adds any excess oil. It doesn't clog my pores. I haven't noticed any adverse reactions. I don't feel like the brightening agent is super duper powerful, so it's good for sensitive skin types as well. I just really liked it, and I was in the market for a brightening mask or a brightening moisturizer or something like that, and I really feel like me using it in the evening as opposed to in the morning before my makeup application, it's really a lot easier. It doesn't make my my primer ball up and get really weird like a lot of brightening agents do if you try and put a primer on after them. So I think this is a great way to add a brightening agent to your skincare line, but not to add, you know, it's not really an extra step that you have to do. You can just kind of swap this out for your normal evening moisturizer that you use. Just use this every once in a while and you'll really notice the difference in the age spots, the dark spots, and just the plumpness of your skin. The next product that I want to talk about is a trial size that I got from Sephora for redeeming some of my points, and it's the Lange Special Care Water Sleeping Mask, and it's for all skins. Now, Lange is a Korean beauty brand, and they're pretty new to Sephora, and boy, have I heard a ton of phenomenal things about the water sleeping mask. I was a little hesitant to try it only because I have oily skin, and I know it's really moisturizing, but let me tell you what, this has become a wonderful overnight mask for me to use when my skin feels super parched, the air really dry, it's really cold, we've got the heaters going, I'm taking hot showers, and I just feel like my skin needs a little pick-me-up. I don't feel like it's super duper, it's not too moisturizing, if that makes sense. It doesn't add a lot of excess oil to my skin, doesn't clog my pores, but if I feel like my skin is just dealing with dry patches, needing a little extra love, I use this overnight, and boy, you can just tell my skin looks so plump in the morning. Now, when I told you guys that this whole video was going to be about, most of it was going to be about skincare, I wasn't lying to you. I really have just taken it upon myself to want to moisturize my skin, take good care of my skin. Once I'm done with this trial size, look how little it is compared to the Belief size. I really want to buy the full size because I really think I'll use it a lot, even if it's in the summer and I've spent a lot of time in the sun, anything like that. If you've been on the fence about it, I would highly recommend going into Sephora, getting a little sample, especially now in the winter when everything's dry, and trying it on your skin overnight. If you have dry skin, you would absolutely love this product. It is great for moisturizing overnight. Even if you have normal skin, I would recommend it. Or if you have oily skin like me and your skin just feels a little bit parched with the heaters, the hot showers, all that fun stuff that we have to deal with during the winter, I definitely notice a difference in the plumpness of my skin. It's not too heavy, doesn't clog my pores, doesn't add excess oil, but it really does a wonderful job of moisturizing my skin and being lightweight at the same time. Another skincare product that I want to talk about is from The Body Shop. I picked this up at Ulta, and it's their tea tree oil. I got the smaller size because I had never used tea tree oil before, so I just wanted to make sure that my skin would react well to it before I bought the larger size. And boy, I cannot say enough wonderful things about this. If you are a skin picker like I am, and I know everyone's gonna shake their heads and say you're not supposed to do that, totally understand, I get it. But if I get a pimple on my skin and it turns into a whitehead, I can't leave it. I have to just open it up, get all that pus out. If you are a skin picker like I am, once you get whatever blemish or whatever you're picking at open, if you just dab some of this tea tree oil on top of it, it stings a little bit. It's not severe, but I'm one of those people where I feel like if I have like a cut or, you know, an open blemish, and if I feel like a burning, I feel like it's working. What I'm pretty sure this does is the tea tree oil, it kills all the bacteria in that blemish. It really just, it clears it right up. You will notice a huge difference in the blemish size the following day. You know, if you just wash your face normally, once, like I said, the blemish is open, you've got the pus out, just put some of this tea tree oil on it, and boy, it helps the blemish fade faster. It helps it clear up quite a bit. I really, like I said, I'm an avid picker at my skin, and I know that sounds terrible, but I'm sure there's a couple more of you out there, I'm sure. And this really helps my blemishes to fade much, much quicker. The next product I want to talk about is from EOS, and it is their Cooling Chamomile. Now, I picked this up, I think it was a little bit before Christmas. I was looking for a lip balm for my grandma, and she doesn't care for EOS, but I'm a big fan of the EOS lip balms. And so when I saw that they had a chamomile and it was cooling, this has hands down become my nighttime lip balm. I love it. It's got a really nice cooling feeling. So, you know, I think maybe in the summer if I've dealt with like a sunburn or anything like that, and it definitely has a really nice smell to it. It's definitely one of their more waxy lip balms, but that doesn't bother me. I'm used to it. I really like it. So I put this on at night during my skincare routine, and I really notice I don't feel like I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't feel like my lips are like super moisturized in the morning or anything like that, but I really feel like it's a nice one of their scents if you're into, you know, essential oils and cooling and stuff like that. If you've just been looking for an EOS to toss in your purse, or if you're like me and you just really like the EOS lip balms and the waxiness doesn't bother you, I think you would really like this. The next product I'm going to mention, I didn't use the entire year of 2017 because it came out at the very end of the year, but I know I'm going to love it because I love all of the Mario Badescu sprays anyways, and so I really want to touch on this one. It is their lavender spray. And if you're a big fan of essential oils like I am, especially lavender, you will absolutely love this. It definitely smells, it's got that natural lavender kind of smell, which I really, really like. I do feel like, and it also has aloe and chamomile in it, I do feel like it's a very calming facial mist. And I have used their cucumber one, I've used the rose water. This one is hands down my favorite. I like the cucumber one for summer if I'm dealing with like a sunburn or anything like that, but I really think that this one will probably become my holy grail facial spray from Badescu. I'm just a sucker for anything lavender. I feel like it's nice and relaxing, it's calming, it helps calm your skin, also helps calm my mood. It just really brings me down if I feel like I'm a little hectic and things are kind of crazy. I always go to lavender, so the fact that they have a lavender facial spray is just right up my alley. And so I just wanted to touch on this facial spray very quickly and just let you know, be ready for this in my favorite of 2018 video, because I can guarantee it's gonna be up there with my favorites. Now that we are done with the skincare, we're gonna move right on into makeup. The first thing that I'm gonna mention is, it is my YSL All Hours Foundation. Now, I'm sure you've heard about this in most people's favorites of 2017, but I have to let you know, this was the first like seriously high-end foundation I've ever purchased. It's got a pretty hefty price point. I don't use it every day. It's definitely a full coverage, you know, going out for a special event type of foundation. I mean, if you can afford it to wear it every single day, then that is absolutely wonderful. More power to you. But I just, you know, I'm definitely on a budget and I try and make my products last as long as I can. What I purchased this foundation for was a wedding that I was in August, and it was going to be an all-day thing. It was out of town. We had to drive from one city to another for the reception and then the ceremony, and so we were spending a lot of time in the car, and it was just going to be a long day. So I picked up the All Hours Foundation by YSL, and it is clearly become my holy grail foundation. It's got a matte finish. It helps to refine my pores. My pores don't look as pronounced. It's definitely buildable. It looks wonderful with a beauty blender. It looks wonderful with a brush. I like it. It definitely lasts hours and hours and hours and hours. It really doesn't cake up. It doesn't crease in any of my smile lines, my lines over here by my eyes. It's just an incredible foundation. I like the smell of it. I'm trying to think of, I think it's just got a kind of clean, maybe a flowery kind of scent. I don't know. I'm not the greatest at distinguishing scents from each other, but I really think it's got a nice scent to it. It's got a really nice pump. It's got a heavy-duty glass bottle. I absolutely love it. I don't know if I will ever, you know, maybe someone will come out with a foundation that'll change my mind, but this All Hours Foundation by YSL is wonderful. It does have SPF 20, and it says on the bottle that it's up to a 24-hour wear, flawless matte, full coverage, oil-free, and I definitely think it accomplishes all of those claims. Would also like to say about the All Hours YSL Foundation that products apply seamlessly over top of it. It's not like those foundations where you're trying to put your bronzer on and it really just doesn't set well over a foundation. No, these are great. You can blend things over it. You can add creams, you can add, you know, powders, you can put blush and all this stuff, and it applies really, really well over top. So I cannot say enough about this YSL All Hours Foundation. It has hands down become my holy grail foundation, and for the price point, I mean, I really think with how full coverage it is, you don't need a lot of it. It really lasts you quite a while, and it looks phenomenal in photos. It looks great for a beautiful night out. I get lots of compliments on my skin, and I really feel like they have quite a few shades to choose from. I don't necessarily think that they have a lot if you're the really deep skin tone, which I think is unfortunate. I hope YSL can bring out some more shades, but they have a lot of warm shades, neutral shades, cool shades, which is great. I tend to lean more towards the cool side, but I tend to be a light medium, which is sometimes kind of hard to find for me, but I had no problem matching my skin tone. I have the two colors that I have in the YSL All Hours Foundation. The one that I use in the summer is BR50, which is Cool Honey, and then the shade that I got for in the winter, thanks Mom, this is actually your foundation. My mom just didn't like it. She has more mature skin. I think she felt like it was a little bit too full coverage for her. It looked too made up for just a normal day. So the color that she used was BR40, which is Cool Sand, and this is great for me in the winter. So I really like having the two shades because I can kind of switch back and forth as I start to get more tan or I start to lighten up. So if you've been in the market for a high dollar, you know, luxury foundation, you're looking, if you have oily skin, if you need something that's long wearing, I highly recommend you go to Sephora, get a sample of the YSL All Hours Foundation. You will not regret it. I know you've probably heard about it in a million different favorite of 2017 videos, but it's hands down my holy grail foundation, and I recommend it to anybody dealing with oily skin, wanting something long lasting, full coverage. Can't go wrong with it. The next product I want to talk about, will kind of stick with the foundation range, is the IT brushes for Ulta. It is their Airbrush Complexion Perfection, and it is number 115. I picked this up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and I had never used a foundation brush. I know some of you are gonna go, girl, how have you never used a foundation brush? I was a slave to my beauty blender. I loved it. I loved the seamless, you know, I feel like it gives you a lighter coverage if you use a beauty blender, but I have been using this brush constantly since I got it. Sometimes I'll switch back and forth. If I want a more high coverage, I definitely use the brush. You get a more full coverage look, but it applies your foundation so well, and what I do is I just kind of press it into my skin like this, and it just looks so good. If you've been on the fence about trying a brush instead of a beauty blender, I highly recommend you wait until Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty sales, because if they have these IT brushes on sale, you would absolutely love it. I think it's normally $21, and I got it for 12 something around along those lines. So if you can find it on sale during one of Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty sale, and that is the best time to try it. And I will say, this is my first IT cosmetic brush, and it is so soft. The quality is wonderful. It's got a really nice sturdy handle. It's easy to clean. It's easy to keep clean. I really like it. It's a wonderful addition to my brush collection, and it has been the only brush that has kind of made me, you know, move away from my beauty blender a little bit. Not that I don't love my beauty blender. It's just nice to try something else out every once in a while. The next product I want to talk about is from the drugstore, and it is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. And I picked this up, shocker, for another wedding that I was in this summer. Let me see if I can get it. Here we go. Let me show you the brush. Here's the brush on it. It's one of those floofy brushes. It's kind of tapered towards the top and the bottom. And I am a big fan of the old school, the normal, you know, the kind of fluffy brushes. I don't really like the plastic rubbery brushes. They just don't do it for my lashes. I need more volume. I need it to really just push my eyelashes out a lot more. And so I bought this Lash Paradise on a whim. I was at, I think I was at Walgreens picking up eyelashes for a wedding that I was going to be in June. And I needed something waterproof because I knew I was going to cry. It was one of my best friends getting married. And this has quickly become my holy grail mascara. And it's from the drugstore. It's like 10 bucks. It's a great deal. I've heard that it's very similar to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I've never used that one, so I can't say for sure if they're similar, but that's what I've heard through the makeup community. But I got this in waterproof, and it is wonderful. It lasts all day. You definitely need a beauty oil to remove it at the end of the day, which is perfectly fine because I tend to wear a lot of glitter glue, a lot of glitter, stuff like that. So it's something that I have that I don't mind reaching for to help remove my mascara. But it really makes my lashes look so voluminous. It makes them look, you know, separated. It makes them look nice and long. If you've been on the fence about trying this, get your hands on it. You will not regret it, especially for the price point, 10 bucks, something around there. Even if you hate it, you can't go wrong with it. The next product that I want to talk about is from Huda Beauty. It's the Electric Obsessions palette. Now, if you guys know me, I am a big fan of color, and I hemmed and hawed about what type of palette I could get that would cover all of my colorful wants. I looked at Morphe, and I don't know, I was just looking for more bright matte shades than I think they offered, and so when Huda came out with the Electric Obsessions palette, I just knew that I had to get my hands on it. My mom was nice enough to purchase this for me for my birthday back in December, and the shades are absolutely phenomenal. I have used the teal matte shade and the teal glittery shade. I haven't dipped into the pink ones yet, but the reason that I'm mentioning this is because if you were looking for a bright, colorful palette, these Huda Beauty palettes are wonderful. The quality of the shadows is great. The matte shadows are wonderful, which I know a lot of times matte, bright shades are hard to come by. The mattes, they blend out beautifully. The glittery shades are wonderful. I'm just the type of person, I always use Fix Plus, and I always use a glitter glue just to get my maximum wear and my maximum opacity to it, and it is absolutely wonderful. I use it, and I got a ton of compliments the day that I wore my teal eyeshadow look. But if you're on the hunt for a electric kind of bright colored palette, this is a great one by Huda Beauty, and especially if you've been wanting to try some of her eyeshadows like I did. I didn't want to buy one of her huge palettes because they're pretty pricey, but for this I think it's close to 30 bucks, and you get 9 shades in it, and I really like it. It's definitely going to be something that I will reach for, especially as we're coming into spring and summer, because I am a bright colored girl, that's for sure. Another product I want to mention that I've been loving in 2017 is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, and this is in the shade Moonlight. These drops are phenomenal. I was able to get them, was it Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, or they were having just like beauty steals here recently, and I was able to get this for half off. Normally they're pretty pricey. They're like 40 bucks or something along those lines. I'll put it here in the video to let you know. But I was able to get it for half off, and I got a little sample of this from Sephora, and I loved it. The shade Moonlight, it's kind of a silvery kind of shade, which I don't have any highlighters that are silver. I tend to lean more towards the golds, the rose gold, stuff like that. But these highlighters, they glow to the gods. You do not mess around with them. And so what I like about them is you can apply them after you've already applied powder to your face, which is kind of hard to come by. And so what I do is I just get the little dropper. I get the dropper out and I just drop some on my fingertip and I just dab them right here. And I mean, they are so pigmented. They definitely, you can see them from afar, and what I like is you can dab it on, and if you feel like you've got too much, you can just kind of blend it out. Use your beauty blender and you can just blend it a little bit more. I'm not wearing it today, but this is an absolutely phenomenal highlighter. I know you can mix it in with your foundation. I've never done that because I tend to deal with oily skin and I feel like it would maybe be too much, but this is hands down. I mean, I also see that Makeup Revolution has a dupe for these. They have some liquid highlighters, and I hear that they are really, really good. So if you want to get on the liquid highlighter ball, but you don't want to spend like 40 bucks for this, which is ridiculous, it's super expensive, but I will say the bottle is a really good size and you don't need a lot of it. And I will have this bottle forever. I mean, it will last me quite a while. I don't even know if I'll be able to use it all before it expires, but I'll try. But like I said, since I was able to find it half off at Ulta when they were having a sale, I couldn't pass it up. I'd been eyeing this shade for quite a while. I got a little sample with some of my points from Sephora, and it was just a beautiful silvery highlight, and I absolutely love it. If you're going for, you know, if you're going for a night out and you're going for a really dramatic look, these are the way to accomplish a really super bright and pigmented glow. And I really like, because it has helped me kind of branch out and not be afraid of liquid highlighters as much. And what I like is you can add it over powdered skin and it still blends really well. It doesn't get weird and cakey like some liquid highlighters do if you try and apply them to powdered skin. So if you've been on the fence, if you've been wanting to try the Cover FX drops, try and get them when they're on sale, or try the Makeup Revolution ones. I wish I had tried them and I could tell you guys that they are an exact dupe for the Cover FX drops, but I can't say that. But I can say the Cover FX drops are worth the investment. They're an absolutely wonderful product. They give you a phenomenal glow that you can see from outer space. I mean, I'm not joking when I say it is a very, very pigmented glow. The next product that I want to talk about is from Huda Beauty. It is the Nude Love Collection Liquid Matte Minis. Now, I am always on the fence about nude shades. I tend to lean more towards the cool side, but I also tend to be a medium skin tone in summer, more of a light medium in the winter, and so I have a really hard time finding nudes that aren't too yellowy, aren't too orange. And so when I saw that Huda Beauty was coming out with a Nude Love collection of the liquid mattes, I had to get my hands on them because it gave me an opportunity to try quite a few of her matte shades, which I'm a big fan of her liquid lipstick formula. People say it tends to be a little bit watery, but I feel like you can really just apply it on really nicely. It's not super heavy. I don't feel like it's really drying. It's transfer proof. It lasts me all day. I'm just a really big fan of her liquid lipstick formula. And so if you are the same and you want to get your hands on some of her nudes, I recommend getting this little set from Sephora. You can order it from Huda Beauty as well, but if you order it from Sephora, you can use your free shipping. And so it comes with 4 shades. It comes with Crush, Girlfriend, Wifey, and Sugar Mama. I definitely feel like Wifey and Sugar Mama are more of a pinky kind of nude. Crush is almost a little bit too light for my skin tone. I feel like it kind of washes me out. But Girlfriend is a beautiful brown nude. It is a wonderful color. I have worn every single one of these and I continue to do so. I can match them with any nude lip liner that I already have on hand, but this is a great way to try some of Huda Beauty's liquid lipstick shades, especially if you have a hard time finding nude shades like I do and you're kind of picky. This is a great option for you. And the last product I want to go ahead and mention in here is the Kat Von D Lolita Blush. I picked this up and I knew it was limited edition. I think she brought it back, of course, like everybody does. They say it's limited edition. We all rush out and buy it. but I've heard a lot of people have a hard time wearing this as blush, but I feel like it's a phenomenal blush for me in the winter, you know, in the fall, even in the summer, in the spring. I feel like I'm actually wearing it today, and so I feel like it adds a really nice color. You have to be very light-handed with it. It's super pigmented. If you get too much, you're gonna have a heck of a time blending it out on your cheeks, but if you use just the right amount, it really gives you just a really nice kind of mauve-y, reddy kind of tone on your cheeks, and I don't feel like it's unwearable. I've never used it as an eyeshadow, but I'm sure it would be absolutely beautiful that way as well. So if you can get your hands on this, or, you know, hopefully she'll re-release it, because I know she released it in a Lolita set, and I absolutely love it. It comes in the same size as her Metal Crush eyeshadows, so it's not huge, you know. I'll use this up for sure, especially winter and fall. It's a wonderful color. So if you tend to be medium to light, maybe even darker skin tones, I feel like this would be a really nice blush shade for you. One more makeup product that I want to mention to you guys is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Into the Blue. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I did a VIB haul, and I mentioned that I got this. This is the only shade that I own of these glitter and glows, and I absolutely love it. I wear it a lot. I get a lot of compliments on it, and I've been eyeing their new shades. They've got some glimmer and glow, so they have less glitter. They're more of just like a shine. Oh my goodness, I swatched some in stores, and they are absolutely beautiful. But I just wanted to mention, I'm sure everybody's been talking about how great these have been all year. They're wonderful. You don't need to add a glitter glue to them. They dry really quick, and they're really opaque, so you have to work kind of quickly with them. But they are absolutely beautiful. If you layer them over like a dark base, especially this one, I layer it over the NYX, you know, the jumbo pencils. I just smoke out some black on my eyes, and I put this over it, and I wear it usually, you know, on a night out. I wore it for my best friend's bachelorette party, wore it to the club, loved it, got a lot of compliments on it. But even, I'm not shy to do a really colorful, bright, smoky, whatever you want to call it. I'm not afraid to do crazy things with my eyeshadow on a regular basis. So I just want to go ahead and mention this to you guys. This is hands down, I'm a blue kind of girl though, I definitely am. So if you've been wanting to get some of these glitter and glow magnificent metals from Stila, I hope you snagged some of the gift sets that they had going on during winter, during Christmas season. But if not, I mean, like I said, they just released a bunch of new shades of a glimmer and glow. So like I said, it doesn't have glitter, it's more of just a shimmer, and so you don't have all that glitteriness, but the shades are absolutely beautiful. They're long wearing, they don't flake down onto your under eyes or anything like that. They're easy to apply, they last a long time. I definitely feel like using a cleansing oil to remove it helps out a lot, but you won't deal with any smudging, anything like that, and they're really opaque, beautiful shades. I can't wait to get my hands on some more of these and let you guys know what I think. You know, and I just thought about one more skincare product that I want to talk to you guys about. It is the Burts Bees cleansing oil. And I saw this on Katie Luster Luxe. I saw her do a review on it. She was giving an updated skincare routine, and she was talking about Tatcha's cleansing oil and how much she likes it. But I am on a budget. I cannot afford Tatcha. I would love to use Tatcha's product. I've used their water cream moisturizer, and it is a wonderful lightweight moisturizer for in the summer, but their price point is just so high. And I get it. You're paying for great ingredients, natural, you know, high quality ingredients, but I can't swing that at my current age, my current, you know, financial situation. I'm definitely beauty on a budget. And so she recommended the Burt's Bees cleansing oil as a great alternative, and I've just become addicted to this stuff. I did some makeup for some friends of mine for Halloween. This got it off right away. It removes lash glue, it removes glitter glue, it removes glitter, it helps remove liquid lipsticks. It's also very hydrating, so if I feel like my skin is really, really dry, I just put it on my my makeup wipe, and I just kind of rub it in like this and just use it on my face. It gets the makeup off so much easier. It makes your skin feel very hydrated. It helps remove every little bit of waterproof mascara, which with this Lash Paradise mascara is an absolutely wonderful duo. It really helps get it off, and you don't feel like you're pulling your eyelashes out, which is something you definitely don't want to do. So I definitely wanted to mention this to you guys. I think I got it at Ulta. Is it like $8, $10, $12? I'm not sure, something like that. But look, I mean, I haven't even really used too much of it. I've let my friends use it when they're over here and they need to, you know, remove some of their waterproof mascara or whatever. And this is an absolutely wonderful product. So if you can find it when it's on sale at Ulta or save up your points, it's definitely, I recommend this product to everybody. Well, there you have it, guys. There's my favorite products of 2017. We included skincare, beauty. I mean, I covered all the bases. Thank you guys for all sticking around with me during my month-long hiatus. Thank you for bearing with me and understanding that we all have super busy lives. If you're my friend on Instagram, you know that I still post on there really regularly. So be sure to follow me on Instagram, Ready, Set, Gleam. Also, you know, 2018, one of my goals that I want to do is I want to be more creative. I want to be more spontaneous. I want to, you know, get out of my comfort zone and just accomplish all these goals that I've wanted for so long, but maybe I've been afraid to put myself out there. And so recording videos regularly is one of the things that I really want to do this year. So thank you guys for joining me on this wonderful ride. I appreciate every single one of you for all the love and support, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit that like button, be sure to subscribe before you leave if you haven't already, and hit that bell button so you get notified every time I post a video. Thank you guys for all the wonderful love and support. I appreciate every single one of you. Mwah. See you in the next video.